The decision of the government of Nauru to sever its relations with Taiwan and to establish diplomatic relations with China is actually a very positive development, especially when it was made in the immediate aftermath of results being announced for the local leadership election in Taiwan. By now, there are only about 12 countries which still recognize Taiwan. The one China policy is a megatrend, meaning there is only one China and Taiwan being part of China. And the People's Republic of China's government is the sole legitimate government of China. This is the megatrend, generally universally accepted by all the United Nations and international organizations and by more than 182 countries in the world. So plus Nauru, there will be 183 countries recognizing China, and there is only a dozen or so countries which still recognize Taiwan. I think the number of countries which will continue to recognize Taiwan will dwindle dramatically in the coming years, leading towards zero recognition. Allow me to emphasize today on this very important announcement that Nauru severed its relations with Taiwan, that Taiwan separatism is a dead end. It's dead before it started. I think Mr. Lai and his government, they know the so-called international space for Taiwan is dwindling. They now want to hold on to the United States as if the United States can save the separatist movement in Taiwan. The reality is just the opposite. President Biden repeated again and again that he and his government and the United States do not recognize or support Taiwan independence. No one really wants to support Taiwan independence because they are fully aware of the dire consequences. Now, for Mr. Lai and his government, I hope they will be very realistic and pragmatic. They will come to the realization that China has drawn a line in the sand. Going forward, promoting separatism will be anti-peace, meaning if you promote separatism of Taiwan, you are committing things which damage peace. And whatever that will happen after you damage peace will be your responsibility. Don't accuse China of using non-peaceful means to achieve reunification. Because if you destroy peace, if you undermine peace, if you throw a wedge into peace by promoting separatism of Taiwan, you actually cause the collapse of relations across the Taiwan Strait. You bring an escalation of tensions across the Taiwan Strait. Separatism is not only anti-peace, it's also anti-prosperity for the 23 million people in Taiwan. It's anti-development. I hope Mr. Lai will be fully aware of the consequences if he wants to continue to promote Taiwan separatism. I hope Taiwan will really focus on what matters most to the people in Taiwan. That is, building up peace, building up their economy, and making sure that Taiwan, as part of China, will continue to flourish. And Taiwan should really do its best to avoid being used as a surrogate of the United States.